Hello guys, welcome. So this is day 45 today. And we are back to alpha clone state. And unfortunately, our skill queue has stopped, so I have to restart it. Oh look, because of the unallocated skill points we got, we no longer are able to learn this one here. So unfortunately, we have to kick this off our training queue to have it started again. And now we have the real time. So in 13 days and 11 hours, maybe a little bit less, I think, I'm able to stick some skills into the queue here. Just maybe not 4 days. Elara will have reached the limit of 5 million skill points, which was a major milestone, so to say, in Elara's life. And yeah, pretty excited what is going to happen after that. So let me take a quick look here. What else? We could learn more about remote armor repair systems. We could also maybe... Let's see. No, I'm not feeling to go into that one. We could go for more thermodynamics. This could also be possible. Oh, look. Energy grid upgrades. 5% reduction in CPU needs of modules require energy upgrades. Oh, okay, that's basically batteries. So they will cost less CPU. That's also not bad. What else do we have here? Electronic upgrades. No, not really feeling this one. Medium energy turret is probably a good idea, but it's 6 days and we had problem fitting 4 days. So I'm looking for a faster train skill. Not going into missiles, although I have started. Maybe we'll do that in the future, but not now. Warp drive operation, we all already have this one. Rigging. Not really feeling this one either. I think spaceship command will probably be the best one. So let's go with yeah, this gives improved agility for all ships. So let's put spaceship command here. This is probably not a bad skill to learn. And also we have a Mar battle cruiser, which I could train to at least level 3. Okay, we are not able to get the level 3, but we are able to get the level 2. So now let's try to stick one more in. We have another skill here, which is not taking very long. Targeting, we also have trained that to the max. I could have a look at social skills. Shield skills. We haven't really put anything into shields since we were mostly using armor tanks yet. Or armor repair systems. But maybe something something in shields is not a bad idea. Okay. I think about that. I think we'll stick with this. So, like the live notification already suggests, I had a lot of dirt shoveling today because we were assembling the pool, or not the pool itself, but the location where we would like to place the swimming pool for the kids. and we had to shovel a lot of dirt to make the area in our garden flat. We are still way not finished at this, so we will probably need to continue tomorrow. But yeah, feeling like a real wombat now after all this dirt shoveling. So let's have a look at the jobs here. Our copying is finished, so that means we should have completed the research part here. So we could either go for completing the distribution agents and the mining agents, or we could do something totally different. I don't think I have the sigil, right? Sigil. No, I haven't got the sigil blueprint. So this is something I think I will be going for. I just want to see, we have magnate, we have arbitrator. Maybe I'll just put the time efficiency on the arbitrator a little bit up. This takes 15 hours. 1 day, 3 days. What is the max? 118 days. Okay, that's a little bit too much. 20 days. It's also 8 days. Let's do 1 day. So we will do 10% time efficiency on the arbitrator. So let's learn this one. Okay. I need to bring my venture back to my factory station. And after we have brought back the venture, I will get my my shuttle, and I will get a sigil blueprint, because I think maybe it's a good idea to get the sigil as well, so we are able to do like a short and small transporter for doing big for doing small cargo hauls with high value, and then we go for maybe a big transporter for doing things like distribution missions or moving stuff from station to station in high sec. So I think that's not a bad idea actually to have 2 of those. Another thing I wanted to look at is the Vitok prices. They are still pretty stable at the moment. So we probably will do this one as well today. So let's hop off the venture. Still haven't found out why I only have 5 Mbit drone bandwidth on this one. But it shows actually that I should have 10 megabit bandwidth. So something is off there. Let me simulate it again. This just shows 5 Mbit. I really have no clue why it's like that. Maybe some of you guys can tell me that in the comments. Okay, so I wanted to get the shuttle. So let's take this one here. And I want to get a sigil blueprint. So sigil blueprint, and the shortest one is actually not Beke, but Pashanai. So let's set the destination and warp to Pashanai. And let's get ourselves a sigil. And after that, I will use my bestower, most likely, to do the transporting for today. Since I don't have any other ship, and I think that the sigil will take too long to produce, so I will just take the risk and use the bestower. So maybe it will work, maybe not. We probably shouldn't go too deep into investing into drug trafficking for the moment. But yeah, we'll see how that goes. I also need to find another side goal. We don't have a side goal at the moment, so let's have a look at the notepad, which I have here. So we completed the mining 4000 kernite. We did not complete the industry career path. We don't have abyssal filaments to do the electrical abyss in a venture, but we can check off doing a blueprint copy, and we can also research time efficiency. This we also have done already. So let's see. Maybe this is also the day where we're going back to nullsec and try to farm a little bit more money, go towards the battlecruiser goal. I still think that is a good idea to do. But first I want to do some drug trafficking, since I haven't done this for some time. And I think today is a good day to do that. But I want to first have my sigil. What are the daily opportunities for today? So we have scan 5 signatures, mine 2000 units of ore. This one should be a breeze now, because we have a venture, so we will definitely take this one here. And then we have scan 5 signatures or destroy non-capsuleers. So one of those we need to do ourselves. Or we could use the Evermarks. I'm not sure if we have enough Evermarks to complete this, but I'll have a look. I also want to see in the redeemables how the expiring dates are, but the lowest one is still 14 days. Okay, so we don't need to take anything yet. We can just let it sit there and wait for us until we are in the mood of enabling the reward. Okay, so we are in Pashanai now. Here we should get our sigil blueprint for 5 million ISK. Like, it's not totally 5 million, but about 5 million. And now we will get our blueprint back to the factory and have our first sigil being produced. Okay, so here we are, and I want to go back to Semela. Why is Semela not showing? Doesn't matter. I can just warp there myself.
Warp drive active.
So just so nothing is standing there, I will just put ... as the current side goal, since I don't have a side goal yet. We need to think about one. This is actually the first time I don't have a goal myself already, but I need to think about what I want to achieve next. So let's look at the career program again. Maybe we'll take something from here. So we would have the distribution agents and the mining agents. Maybe we'll do the distribution agents after we have done the drug trafficking. Or we could just throw ourselves with a Punisher into low sec and just try our luck of finding unvary capsuleers to get our first PvP kills.
Warp drive active.
Not sure if this will work, but we'll never know if we don't try it. Most likely it won't work, but I think we will see this one. Let's also have a look at the contracts. So at the moment, we have no contracts. Nice. So nothing is blocking our contracts at the moment.
Warp drive active.
So we're almost back to Semela, and Elara is going to produce her first sigil. Since we have the bestower now, but Elara definitely wants a sigil as well. I just want to see which one was the system where I was always raiding. Not raiding. I was always doing the sites. Ah, come on. I wanted to see. It was... Yeah, I think it was one of these systems here. Yeah, I believe it's one of these systems here where I did this in the past. So let's have a look. And dock.
Warp drive active.
Oh. But I'm pretty happy that during the time of Elara's Omega... Oh no. That's actually a little bit shit. Because I didn't claim the reward here. But I probably still have it here. I'm not able
Docking permission
to
requested.
claim it.
Docking request.
Ah, shit. I haven't thought about that. I'm only able to claim the reward while I'm Omega. And since Elara has dropped back to Alpha, we're not able to claim the Omega rewards that we have achieved while being an Omega. That's actually stupid, but that's totally my mistake. I didn't thought about that. Okay, so let's start with the sigil. We have it here. And let's see how much minerals. Okay, so yeah, no issues at the moment. The first resource we're going to have issues with is probably titanium. We have about 2 hours and 48 minutes for the sigil, but I'm not going to wait for the sigil. I will just take the bestower instead. So where's my bestower? It is here. I also have had a little... Oh, nice. I haven't sit in a bestower yet. This ship could really use some update in graphics. Like the textures are not looking very clean if you zoom in. But it's an interesting looking ship. So I have a bestower fitting now, which is called Bestower. And we will need some cargo, but not for what we are trying to do now. So we will just use without cargo. And we also don't have the shield extenders yet. But this is probably the future fitting. And we could change it to a little bit more tank with the modules, which I have here in my hold. So I would just remove multiple of those here, except one. And then I could put 2 400mm plates, 2 energized membrane, and a damage control. And this would increase the resistances by a lot. But actually, I just saw that we're not able to fit this because of the power grid. That is unfortunate. Okay, so for the most part, we don't need anything. So, yeah, probably I'm just going to take the Bestower naked as it is, since I don't have anything that I really want to put on it. Not sure if it's worth putting anything here, so we'll just use it naked. So let's undock and let's see where we need to go to do the Vitok trafficking. So Elara is going to be a drug dealer today. So here is Vitok. And we could go to Azedi or Sharza. This is 5 jumps and this is 6 jumps. Malma is a little bit closer, but this is a player order. And we're not going for player orders today. So let's jump to this system here. Just while I'm thinking about it, I could put some inertia stabilizers and nanofibers, so we have a little bit more agility. And maybe even thinking about a micro warp drive. Yeah, so probably we're not going naked. We'll just take a few modules with us. So let's see. We have 1, 2, 3 inertia stabilizer, and we put 1, 2, 3 nanofibers, and then we will put a micro warp drive. So a 50 MN enduring. No, we have more quad lift. We will take the quad lift. Oh, I can't take the quad lift. Interesting. What's about the compact? Can I take this one? No, okay, so the 50 MN is actually a little bit too fast, it seems. But this one doesn't fit. Okay, that's weird. Shouldn't I be able to fit a micro warp drive? It seems I'm not able to do this. So yeah, then we'll just stick without the micro warp drive. So let's fit this one. So we can bring our align time down a bit. What is the difference actually? So we just see it. We're down from 14 seconds to about 8 seconds or 9 seconds align time. The 10 MN afterburner is the best. Hey Bill, welcome. Great to see you here. So, how was your day? And thank you for the suggestion. So I will take a a 10 MN afterburner instead. So this is the first time we're taking the Bestower. And we'll see what we're able to do with this one here. Your day was good. We had insanely hot weather in Germany. Like we had 35 degrees today. It was unbelievably hot. I had all windows shut. I was living in darkness today, so I could endure the temperatures. So it was cool inside, but if I set 1 foot outside, it was like hell. It just got to 68. No, 86. Let me calculate. 68 Fahrenheit. How much Celsius is this? 20. Okay, 20 Celsius. That's I think good weather, which it's not too warm and not too cold. So let's go here.
Warp drive
I'm totally jumping blind now. Maybe I shouldn't do this, but I feel a little bit cocky today. So, we don't have a side goal at the moment, Bill. I was just thinking about what the next side goal could be for Elara. But I haven't really decided yet on what the next good goal would be. This Kuridi, so we will work to this point here.
warp drive active.
Oh, look, there are so much blood reavers. Maybe a very simple and bold side goal could be deliver the drugs, or to deliver drugs without dying. I think that would be a good goal, right? So let's hope for the best. So unfortunately, we are back to alpha state, and I just found out that I am not able, like I did so much work into getting to this threshold here, and I'm now no longer able to claim the reward, although I have unlocked it while being in Omega. So I needed to click claim here, but since I'm just accumulating my rewards, it did not count. That is actually not cool. When you zone align, then turn on and off the afterburner, and then click jump. So wait. When you zone align, then turn on and off the afterburner. So I will put it on W. I will click align. Or I will do this on the next one.
Drive
And then I will activate and deactivate the afterburner. Like this. Is that right? Or how did you meant it? Oh, I just saw that we have an ad break at the moment. Okay, so let's try again. Bantish. So, do I have a Bantish safe spot? No, I don't have a Bantish safe spot. So I will do a Bantish safe spot. So let's align, warp drive, micro warp drive on and off, afterburner on and off, and warp.
Warp drive active.
Ah, so I'm able to immediately warp after the align has completed. I see. I will try this out on the next few gates and see how it works. So here we are. Yes, ads interrupted. Yeah, and that was an unfortunate timing. But yeah, like I said, we have to do the ads. Like there's no option for me to not do ads. The only option I would have is to do only 30 seconds every hour. But this would mean that every new viewer that comes into the stream will get an immediate pre-roll ad. And since I want to avoid that, I have to set the ads to 90 seconds per hour, per 30 minutes. So yeah, unfortunately it is like that. Like I haven't decided on this one. So here's a Zeddy. Let's try a line. On. Afterburner on. Afterburner off. And warp.
Warp drive active.
Did I do that right? Or have I do that wrong? Like I haven't found a much big of a difference currently, but maybe there is a trick which I'm currently not getting. It looked right. Okay, so I press a line on the target, I activate the afterburner, I immediately deactivate the afterburner, and then I press a jump. Hello, Battle Bluebird. Hello, you're braver than me flying one of those through Losec. Yeah, I felt a little cocky today. So we're doing a little bit of drug trafficking. But yeah, if we lose it, we lose it. That's the game. So let's warp to 0. Or we could also just jump. And there is a Sunesis. So, Battle Bluebird, how was your day? What did you do today? Did you enjoy the nice weather outside, or did you do stuff around the house? How did you spend your free time today? I was off work today, so Eve all day. Nice! I'm kinda jealous. I would like to have the same opportunity, but unfortunately I wasn't able. So I wasn't even able to restart the skill queue after my Omega went out. So I just did this when I started the stream. So we have missed out on a couple of hours of training time, which is sad, but yeah, unfortunately it is like it is. And what did you do in your Eve time? I guess you didn't went mining the whole day. So probably you did something else.
Docking permission requested.
By the way, Battle Bluebird, have you had a look yet in the Discord, in the sub-only channel on the new emote? Mostly mining. Oh, right. I was just guessing, but you actually did mine the whole day. That's actually funny. Okay, so we will buy this one. 1,249. Then we will buy this one, 1,249. Now the price is back to normal. Then we will... Oh, we have a lot of stuff here, but we won't take this right now. We will only take the Vitok. And then I'll go to the other station as well, and we'll grab the rest. Not yet, no. I will look later. Okay, yeah, no problem. Just waiting for feedback here, since I'm currently in the conversation with the designer, and I really want to get started. But I don't want to make something which you guys are not enjoying, so That's why your opinion is greatly appreciated. Okay. And I'm doing the afterburner trick. I don't really know how that works. Maybe, Bill, you could explain the ins and outs of that trick to me. Like, why does it change the way I'm warping? Like, why does activating an afterburner decrease the time it takes for me to warp? Maybe that's the question I'm asking here. Oh, we are in the next system? Holy hell. Why there are so many people here? I want to go to Sharza, so let's dock here.
Warp drive active.
XX Mr. Steal Your Girl. There's so much of those characters in this system. I think I need to check the what it's called, local threat, just to see if those are gankers or if those are mission runners.
Docking permission requested.
Those
Docking
are
request accepted.
all from the initiative. So maybe they're up to something here. We'll see. So let's get the Vitok from Sharza as well. 1494. 294. And 1294. I bid it. It is automatic after the cycle ends, so it helps any ship with an inline time higher than 10 seconds. Okay, but you also don't know why it is like that. Like, why does it change the align time? I bet Init are bashing a Metanox. That could be possible. I want to go. What is the next system which I want to go? It was Anara, right? Anara or Azedi. No, Azedi I was already, but Anara would be the next one. So let's set a destination. Do I have an Anara safe spot? No, I don't have a safe spot for Anara. So maybe I need to do one safe spot for Anara. So let's warp to a safe spot of my own. And I will align and see where Inara is. And then we'll go and have a look. So we are on the system. No, this is the map here. I will go for the system map. And here is the Anara gate, which is close to the bureau. One of the conditions to warp is to be at a certain percentage of max speed. Your prop mod gets you up to speed faster, but also increases your max speed, so you don't warp until it ends cycling. Then your max speed comes down and you will probably exceed the threshold. Hope that makes sense. Yeah, that does indeed make sense. Thank you for explaining. That is useful for me.
Warp drive active.
But it only helps me if I do it before I align. Because if I do it after I align, then I basically hold myself back. Yes, because your max speed increases when you enable the prop mod. Ah, okay, I see.
Warp drive active.
So let's warp here. So the condition to warp is increased. I see. So I want to see where's the vantage gate. It's here, okay. Currently no one is here. I think it's 75% of your max speed.
Warp drive active.
So if I enable it now, it's too late. So it took back the warp speed. But if I enable it right when I align, it will benefit me. So I really need to time when I want to do this. Otherwise, it won't be benefiting, but holding me back. Okay, that's good to know. And I forgot to set up a safe spot again. But never mind. So, next one. This time I will not forget it. So this time we will activate the afterburner like you told me to. And this time I will also not forget to make a purge for Kuridi. It is only useful on ships which has an align time higher than 10 seconds. But I don't have an align time higher than 10 seconds. My align time is down to about 8 seconds now. So maybe that's why I don't really feel the benefit at the moment. Don't use it then as it's taking longer. Okay, so then I can just throw, stop using the afterburner. I see. I will put it on another slot. Okay, so we are in Kuridi. Let's warp to our safe spot and see if the person, which is currently here, is waiting near that safe spot. Okay, so they are holding a bastard, which is also a transport ship. So I should not fear. And there is no one here. Okay, so we can jump through. But when you do cargo expanders, it will help. Ah, okay, so if I use cargo expanders, then using the afterburner will help me. Because those increase my align time, I would guess. Okay, we are nearly through. I need to see where to sell. So let's warp to our Berda safe spot. So we can sell in Simela and we can sell in Olen. Where is Olen? Is Olin also... I think that's also a low-sec system, right? Yeah, that's a 0.3 system. And Shapizin is maybe also a low-sec system, right? Yeah, so it's one jump. Okay, so we will go to Simela and try to sell off one there. And after that, we go back and sell the rest in Shapizin or Olin. Probably Shapizin. 07, another masochist. Yeah. And we're currently trying to do a drug haul. So we bought a lot of Vitok and we are selling it at nearby systems to make some cash. Because Elara, my character, has built her first bestower, and that's why we're taking it out. And because I felt a little cocky today, I also went into low-sec with it. So how was your day, Nilby-Mouth? What have you been doing today? If you are interested in the backstory of Elara, then you could just do the chat command !story. This will tell you the backstory of Elara if you're like into RP stuff. And other than that, if you want, I could give you like a short introduction of what I'm doing here. Like what's the reason of this Ironman challenge and also what we have achieved so far. But only if you want. Like I'm not pushing you here. So we're almost back in Simela now. So we can sell off our first flight of drugs. And hopefully get a nice little cash on the side. And we also started producing a sigil today. So we have two kinds of transport ships. One for the big stuff and one for the small stuff. Sure, I'm interested. I've done a couple of no market challenges. I've learned a lot from it. Yeah, that's one thing I can definitely agree. I have learned so much from doing this challenge here. That is like so cool. Learned so much different systems, so much different stuff about which item is used to produce what. But yeah, so about the introduction. So at the end of January, I started with this challenge with a humble Corvette. And I built myself up to a frigate, then into a destroyer. And after the destroyer, my currently most sophisticated ship is an arbitrator, which we have built as well. So this cruiser here is my shiniest ship, if you want to say it. And we're currently working towards getting a battle cruiser, which will most likely be a harbinger. So this one here. This is the one I'm after. But it costs a lot of ISK because we need a blueprint, which will cost us about 585 million ISK. And we currently only have about 130. This will change now after we sell off the Vitok. So we can sell off some of the Vitok here. So let's put it in the item hanger. And let's sell it immediately. 1,249. And another 102,049. And now the price has dropped. So now we need to find another station where we want to sell. So we will take the rest of the Vitok and sell it in another station. Probably Shapizin is the closest one. So let's head back to Shapizin and sell the rest there. By the way, how much cargo space is this taking? 1,249. This is better than making ISK from bounties. It is more cash at a shorter time, but you are only limited to do it like once. So, like you saw here, we bought the Vitok for about 7,000 ISK, and we sold it here in Simela for about 11,000 ISK. But after we did this, the price dropped to about 8,000. So the margin, which was very big, is no longer there. So we will probably need to wait 1 or 2 days until this resets. So that's why it's not really a good opportunity for a lot of people to do a lot of ISK. But for me as an Ironman, which only relies on sources of income which do not involve other players, or trading with other players, this is very good to do from time to time. So yeah. I'm just thinking about if it would be worth using the bestower, or if I just go... Let me see how much cargo space my Magnate has if I put full cargo expanders. Magnate. We also have the Magnate in Simela. So this one has 900. Okay, that's short. No, then we will take the bestower instead. So let's go to Shapizin, which is 3 jumps. So you saw we had about... you can see after we sold all the Vitok how much ISK I actually made. You started in an Emperor. Yes, exactly. I started in an Emperor. I still have it here somewhere. Maybe it's not the fitting which I started with, but this here was my first ship. This Emperor here. And then after that, I went and upgraded into a Punisher. Now we have a lot of Punishers because we did some faction warfare with it. And after that, I went for a Coercer. So this was my next ship. And the last one after the Coercer was, like I said, the Arbitrator. So this one here. This has my personal ship progression in so far. And you also did like no market challenges in EVE as well, or in other games? Nil by mouth. I did Minmatar. Okay, so you got probably the Rifter, I believe it is. Is that the first? Yeah, that's the first frigate, and the Reaper is the starter ship. I also thought about doing Minmatar first, but the one thing that I loved about doing Amar is that they don't use ammo, because I really hate producing all my ammo all the time. So I went with lasers. Yeah, exactly, ammo. Then Slasher and Thrasher. But I know that a lot of people which play a lot of PvP swear that like Minmatar is the best race in terms for PvP ships. Don't know if that's true, but at least what I saw in faction warfare, there are a lot of Minmatar frigates. Maybe that was because I was fighting against the Minmatar. That's also possible. But yeah, that's what I thought when I went to faction warfare. Okay, we're almost in Shapizin. Here we will sell out the next part. And after that, I will see. I was surprised I could do low sec ratting in a slasher. Yeah, I also did my first belt rattings in low sec. Thank you for following, Nil by Mouth. I just realized that I still have the Twitch alerts enabled, which we had as a backup yesterday. So I will remove them. So now we only have the normal alerts. Because yesterday stream alerts wasn't working and I had to go back to using Twitch alerts. So yeah, that's why we already all still have these ones enabled. Like if you want to know anything else about my journey with Elara so far, please be sure to ask. And also if you want to experience the first moments of Elara's journey, I'm uploading all my stream VODs to YouTube. So you can find me under the same name on YouTube and you'll be able to watch every episode from episode 1. But beware, those are all stream VODs, so those are not like edited videos. So those are multiple hour-long videos. Okay, so here we are. Let's sell off the rest. I'll be sure to look out for that. Nice. 1,249. And let's sell again. 1,249. So are the prices dropped? Yeah, the prices dropped again. So now we only have in Olen. So we could get more in Malma or in Anara and bring it to Olen. This would also be possible. So we started with about 175 million. And oh yeah, ads. Good, a good call. So I will just stop a moment. So let me make a plan. I want to go to. Oh, nice! You're back. That was quick. So yeah, you asked what I do with expensive drops. I can't use or sell. I'll just keep them. So I have a Shadow Serpentis damage control, which I've dropped in one site I did, and this is worth 236 million, and it's just sitting here waiting for me to use it in the future, maybe on my future battle cruiser or battleship. We'll see. But yeah, I'll just keep those and have them sit and wait. So unfortunately, I have no better option than this. So I could go to Anara. This is 4 jumps. This would be the fastest way. So I will set destination to Anara. Because you were asking how much ISK I make through those drug traffics, I started with about, I think it was 175 million when the stream started. And now I have about 187 million. So I made, how long is the stream running? Okay, that's 1 hour now, but we also did a lot of other things in before. So we did 2 runs, like to 2 different stations. and we made about 10 million in the time. So I'm not sure if combat sites would be better in the same time, but yeah, this is something I do from time to time. But like I said, you can't do this on a daily basis. That's why it's not really recommended to go for that. Like, it's just to do it today, and then I have like 2 or 3 days where I can't do it. But it is a occasionally nice ISK which I'll take. But unfortunately, it's only in low sec, so I can't do this in high sec, so that's why I'm flying through low sec here.
Drive active.
It's quite liberating when a 2000 ISK mod is worth more to you than a 200 million ISK one. Yeah, that's right. The modules which are the most valuable to me are the warp disruption field generators. Here, these ones, which are worth about 5 million ISK each. So this one is worth a lot more to me than the 200 million damage control, which I've dropped. That is definitely quite funny. Those are great for indie. Yeah, those hold a lot of resources in them, so that's why I'm using them. Okay, I really need to take care of those 2 guys here, because they are very hostile. And they could definitely be a problem. So let me see, I need to go here. So I could warp to this one here and hopefully be able to scan if there's someone on the gate here. Because Tevkros and Nadia Verne were both trying to hunt me in the past. Do you allow stealing from wrecks? Yeah, I allow myself to steal everything I get. Like, I hate seeing a wreck in space and think, hey, cool, someone was killed here, but I'm not able to loot the wreck. So I think the only rules I have for my own challenge are I'm only using what I have built or find myself. So that's the reason. If I found something in space, I'm able to use it. I know that is a loophole, so I need to be careful. But yeah, this is something which I have decided I will allow, that if I find something. So let me see if I put the angle on the Sharza gate. Okay, I'm nowhere near this Sharza gate, so probably need to warp to this planet.
Warp drive active.
When I lived in Pashanai, there was a group called White Sky who lived in the low sec near there. They were very dangerous and they seem to be gone now. No, White Sky is still there. I don't know if Tevkros is from White Sky, but I definitely saw people from White Sky in my local. I don't know if they're like very active there, but they're definitely still around. Okay, so Sharza is free. So I will jump to Sharza. This pocket here is very known or very prone to gankers because it is a dead end. So you can only go to Parted and then you are locked. So there are a lot of gankers sitting in a Zeddy sometimes and just trying to catch everyone which is going in or outside this pocket here. So yeah, that's why I have set a lot of people to bad or terrible standing, because everyone which has tried to kill me in some way is hostile for me. So that's why I'm setting them to bad or terrible standing. there was loads of them in Gonditza and Vikamia. Okay, yeah, then maybe they are no longer here. As you might have seen in one of the last streams, there is my corporation is aligned. It's not part of an alliance, but we have like blue standing with another corporation or alliance, which is called Void Hounds. And they live here in this pocket, and they're also doing very frequent gate camps on in Gonditza. So maybe they took over. Okay, so we have Alex and Killerman. These are from White Sky. Look here, those are White Sky. So K Alex and Killerman are both from the Alliance of White Sky. So it seems White Sky is still around. I think in it might have took the White Sky moons when the Metanox came. Yeah, but it seems that people from White Sky are still around here, so it's not that they're gone for good. I see you put Omega expired in the title. Is this mainly alpha? It has been alpha since the start, yes. But in 13 days, or 15 days, Elara will hit the limit of 5 million skill points. And after that, I need to decide what to do. And one thing I have decided, that I won't be grinding for Omega, and I'm also not allowing myself to just pay for Omega with Plex or stuff like that. But a funny thing which another streamer has recommended me to do, which was actually a very smart idea, is that I will allow people to use my buddy code, which I have on my Twitch profile. And if they decide they want to have another character and they use my referral code and upgrade to Omega, then Elara will also get 15 days of Omega. And so this way she might have some Omega from time to time or not. And I think this will keep it a little bit interesting. But if we don't have like any Omega being put on from outside, then we will probably stick to Alpha for the most part. Okay, 1,249 and another 1,249. Hey, Linley Crypto, welcome. Great you are here. I hope you had a very good day today. Did you also have very hot weather at your place? Where we are, here's the Vitok. Let's put the Vitok, and we need to find another station, which was Olin. So I need to go to Olin now to sell this stuff. So let's set the destination to Olin. And this will probably be the last one since the prices have gone down. So they're no longer worth. And after that, we have some options. Like, I will let you decide, since I'm totally open to do anything. One thing I thought about, which would be a cool idea to do, was to go and get the remaining air goals, which would be like doing distribution agent missions, which we could do in our bestower. Another thing I could do is we could either get our coercer and bring it down to nullsec and do some ratting to get more money, or, which will probably be hard since there are a lot of gankers here, since we like we saw it, we could use the arbitrator and do some combat sites with it. But yeah, those are the current options. We also could use the magnet and just jump into some wormholes and see what we're able to find. I'm not sure if we will be able to do the class 1 wormhole combat sites with our current Punisher. But if we are able to do that, then I would be totally up for trying this. So these are like the options we have. Also, this is a great thing that I can put here. Do C1 combat sites with Punisher. So this is another goal we could stick to. Okay, so there's nobody here, so I will just jump through. One short check if there's another station. But no, there's no other station taking orders. So the only one is Olin, so I will just fly to Olin and I will sell the remaining Vitok, and then we go back to Simela. So what do you guys think? Should we complete more air goals by doing the distribution missions? Or do you want to see me do some ratting? Or should we go and try some combat sites with the arbitrator? Even though it could be possible that we try to do this and we have to abort because Tefcross and his guys will be on the hunt for us again, since we already saw them in the system. And Shalne is the next one.
Warp drive active.
Air missions. Okay. Since you voted for air missions and nobody else has spoken up, I will do the distribution missions with the Bestower, because this is something we haven't really done that too much today. So I will put this in the tags after I change. Well, let's see. Here are the tags. Let's call it distribution mission. Oh, there is no tag for distribution missions. Interesting. Okay. I found the hardest grind with finding the right salvage for rigs. The EVE wiki didn't seem to be helpful. That is totally true, but there is one useful site. Let me show you, which is this one here, which has a table which basically shows what kind of salvage you're getting from what kind of rats. And this helped me to find the right relic sites I needed to do to get some of the salvage. But the grind is real. You're totally right on that. I think if you watched, if you're a viewer for a longer time and you have watched one of my recent episodes, or not one of the past episodes, you know that I had great struggle finding contaminated nanite compounds and armor plates to produce some armor rigs for my arbitrator, because I haven't gotten any so far, and I really searched a lot of different relic sites. I tried going to wormholes. I tried going into Stain. I went like to half of Stain and didn't found any relic sites. So yeah, that was a bit frustrating. I'm struggling with armor plates too. Yeah, I found them in a... let me show you. I went to low-sec systems, which were... This is Stain, right? I need to find Stain on the map. This is Stain. Okay, so here in Tashmerken. So it was like in the low-sec systems of Tashmerken. Here I found loads of armor plates. So at the moment, armor plates, I have about 19 in Keratin, 21 here, and another 61 in this container here. So I have plenty of armor plates to work with. So they're not an issue at all. I'm Serpentis Space. Ah, yeah, Serpentis Space. You have the good thing that you get the warp disruption field generators very frequently. I'm not getting any of those here in Angel or in Amar Space. No, in Angel Space they drop, but I haven't seen them in Amar Space. But that's why I went to Serpentis Space to do ratting, because the possibilities of getting those warp disruption field generators were far greater than doing them here in Amar Space. I've got a lot of armor plates from the Angel Space in Null. That could be possible. Let me look in the table I showed you. Armor plates, yeah, are dropping from Angel Cartel, Blood Raiders, and Sancha's Serpentis. So armor plates should be dropping from all rats except Goristas. Hey, Lord Dexter, welcome! Great that you're here. So, how was your day? We are doing some drug trafficking today, as you might see. So, we will sell this one here, 1,249. And again, 1,249. So, after all the drug trafficking we did today, we made about 20 million ISK, which is not bad, I think. So now we just need to get back to Simela, and then we start doing the distribution missions. I've played 10 games of League now. I'm tilted. Oh, you played League of Legends. What character are you playing in League of Legends? I probably need to go to low-sec. I started a new character in Galente. Vellator is OP with 2 drones and armor wrap. Yeah, Vellator is by far, I think, the easiest Corvette which you can start an Ironman challenge with. Mainly ADC and support. Okay, I also played League of Legends in the past. I still have my account lying around somewhere. But I was a Malzahar mid main. So I mostly played Malzahar in the mid lane. So this was my thing. I also had some fun with Pyke in the support role, if you know that. And what else have I played? I have played Anivia in the support role and the mid lane as well. It's a terrible game. Yeah, it is a terrible game. You really have the problem that when you lose a few games and then you say to yourself, okay, just this one more game, I need to win at least once before I'm going to bed, and then it's suddenly 3 a.m. in the morning and you're tilted and you haven't won once. So yeah, that's a thing you need to be aware of. Me right now. By the way, what is this E-Frontier game? I can't really tell you that exactly. I just know that E-Frontier is like a totally different game, which is currently being developed by CCP, and the game is based around crypto. So you are earning crypto tokens in game, and you can basically exchange this cryptocurrency in game for stuff later. You can also build stuff and sell it to other players for the same crypto token. And you also should be able to exchange your in-game crypto tokens for stuff in the real world. So that sounds really interesting, but yeah. I'll wait until the first reviews are out because I don't feel like hopping onto the hype train and being disappointed. So yeah. Sounds like me how I was with World of Tanks. Yeah, I played World of Tanks in the past too, but it never really stuck. So it just wasn't the game for me. But I have EVE Frontier on my watch list. Like, this is one game I will be watching and maybe stick my toes into as well. But first, we will do here we will continue our Ironman challenge in EVE Online. It looks interesting, more survival oriented. Okay. Like I said, I haven't really taken a look into it. So how it is survival oriented? Like you must eat and drink like in the survival games, or what do you mean with that? Because I would say EVE is also survival oriented, but that's maybe just me. CCP have been streaming it late in the evening. Yeah, I saw that, but usually either I was streaming myself, or it was also already too late for me to go in. Ships need fuel. Okay, so you need to fuel your ships, and you can't just warp from system to system, but you actually need to find fuel and put the fuel into your ships. Okay, yeah. I wanted to find some distribution missions now. So where are distribution missions? Here. We could do them in low sec, but we also could do them in high sec. Let's see where the closest one is. The closest one is in Malma. Yeah, Malma and Pashanai. Okay, so we will fly to Malma and we'll do the missions from there. They also have Jump Drive. It's similar in concept to Elite Dangerous. Okay, I've never really played EVE Dangerous, so unfortunately I can't say anything about that. But good to know that there are similarities between the games. Hey. Let's see. Okay, now we finally got to the gate and we're able to jump. So now we go to Malma and we'll start with the first distribution missions, as you guys wanted to do those. So we have completed our side goal. We did not die during our drug delivery, and we made a total of about 20 million while doing that. So we did some great money. So the next side goal will be complete air distribution missions goal. So this will be the next side goal we're working towards. while our main goal is still out of reach at the moment. We don't have a skin for the bestower, right? No, we don't have one. Do they even have good-looking skins? Like this one does look decent. This one is also not bad. But overall, not really that great looking skins here for the transport ships. What is Elite Dangerous? Sorry, me noob. Elite Dangerous is a game. How would I put it? I've never played it. I know it tried to basically jump on the same hype that Star Citizen created, but Elite Dangerous actually released and was playable while Star Citizen was still in an alpha state. So it's also a space sim, but it's like I said, more relied. I think it's more similar to Star Citizen than it is to Eve, I would say. But maybe I'm wrong. Like Nil by Mouth, maybe you can correct me on this. On my challenges, I ignore the air career program and daily challenges. When the dailies paid out, I transferred the ISK to another account. I'm not doing this. Like, I have no plan of transferring ISK all the time, because it's such a petty ISK. Like, you get like about 1,000 or 100,000 ISK, and I get about 2 million ISK when I'm ratting. So I'm making way more money at the moment, and it's no longer like an impact. But if you have seen in my air career program, I have not claimed a single goal out of the air career program. So we have all goals, all waiting here still for us. And we also have all the most of the daily login rewards and redeemables here waiting for us. The only thing why I'm doing the air career program is because I want to have the skill points. Hey, I have a question for you. Hey, Delboy, great. Nice to see you. What is your question? And also, Nil by Mouth said it is a space sim based on a one-to-one representation of the Milky Way galaxy. You can even go to the stars that exist in real life. Example, Alpha Centauri, Sagittarius, etc. Okay. It's really worth getting when there's a sale on, which happens often. 9 a.m. Eve time. Free core and bring a hauler. A salvager. 9 a.m. Eve time. That is... Let me think about... That should be 11 a.m. My time. The thing is, Delboy, I would really like to take part, but the problem is that my wife and I, we are currently working outside in the garden and preparing the area where to put the swimming pool for the kids. And I was shoveling dirt all afternoon today, and we will need to continue tomorrow because we need to do this before it gets very hot. And that's basically during that time. Like, I will be mostly shoveling dirt throughout the whole day tomorrow. And I also need to do some grocery shopping. So unfortunately, I think I won't be able to attend, even if I really would like to. Hey, G34. Nice to see you're having your own conversation. It was 27 Celsius here in the UK today. We had about 35 degrees today. So it was like unbelievably hot. I had my windows shut the whole day. I was basically living in the dark just to endure the temperatures. It was 32 Celsius here. Yeah, it really was very hot and not that pleasant. So let's do some level 2 distribution missions here. So, I've been ordered by the government to have these fertilizers delivered to Pashanai, Moon 3, Amar Construction's production plant, from where they'll be dispersed to nearby biodomes. Quite a mundane job, but one that needs to be done. Obviously, I like you to do the honors of making the delivery, so here you go. Okay. A sweaty man with excuses. Yeah, nah, unfortunately, those aren't excuses. Like, you could put them as excuses, but real life is always first, you know? So, unfortunately, no time for Eve. But thank you for having me in mind. Like, I definitely appreciate that. There will be another time, but just not tomorrow, unfortunately. Because of the hot weather, my kids are coming to me, questioning me every day. Hey Dad, when we finally will assemble the pool, it's so hot outside, we want to go swimming. By the way, Welch, I am doing the blockade if you want to jump in. Oh, you're doing the is that a level 4 mission? The blockade? I had this one as a level 3 mission. I love a pool. I have a steak, halloumi fries, and scamp first. Halloumi fries I would also be enjoying. Like, I really like halloumi cheese. Some don't like it because it's like a gum-like experience in your mouth, and it's very squeaky if you touch it with your teeth. But I like the taste of halloumi cheese. So, unfortunately, Del Boy, look here. The last time I have completed all the mining air goals and the refining air goals, and I managed to get to this benchmark here, or to this threshold, and then my Omega ran out, and I found out that I'm no longer able to claim this reward, although I unlocked it during the time when I was Omega. Like, I thought if I would have unlocked this, then it would be in my claimables here, and I would just be able to claim them later. But that means I won't be able to claim this until I'm back to Omega again in the future. So that will probably stay here for some time.
Drive active.
Ouch. Yeah, it was a little frustrating when I first saw this today. But currently we need to bring some fertilizers. But I've made some money, Del Boy. So I did some drug trafficking before. I went with my newly crafted bestower, went into the lowsec like a man, or like not being a smart guy, and I did some Vitok trafficking and made a 20 million ISK from that. So I did about 4 trips to different stations, and yeah, 20 million ISK, not bad.
Request accepted.
I think that's way more than I did with my last combat site. So here we are. Let's start the conversation and complete. Okay, now we need to go back. That is a bummer. So we need to go back to Malma again, because the distribution agents here are only level 3 and we only have level 2 so far. By the way, I think we could do another giveaway today. We still have some skins. Let me show you, or let's see which skins we have. And maybe we'll select a nice skin for today to give away during the stream.
Active.
So we have a... I won't be giving away any skin from the ships I'm flying my own. But we have some skins which you have donated, Delboy. And I also still have a very cool skin here, which I got 2 times, which is a Arbitrator Crowns and Swords skins. I think this one will be the prize. So I will start the giveaway. That's a nice skin, yeah? That's a nice skin indeed. I got this twice, so you are able to win one of those. Just need to look up the the command real quick, since I'm not that familiar with the commands for the giveaway yet. But we'll have this sorted right away. Okay, yeah. It's like what I thought it is. No, not by note. I was thinking about another thing. So we have a Arbitrator Browns and Swords skin. And let's do, yeah, something like that. Okay, so the giveaway is live. You can attend by using the command that Delboy already has used, which is !by node as one word.
Warp drive active.
So if you want to win a Crowns and Swords skin for the Arbitrator, I will show you how it looks like. So you see, it looks like this here. This is one of my favorite skins for the Arbitrator so far. So if you want to win this one, please be sure to enter the giveaway. Okay, we're almost back to Malma, which means we can take our second mission. How much of those distribution missions I need to complete, by the way? A total of 20, and we have 6 now. That means we need to do 14 more of those to complete the whole distribution mission circle. Okay. Let's go back to Malma. I am in need of your services, Elara Virel. For a very special mission. Okay. Let's look what this mission is. That sounds intriguing. By the way, I have currently 3 emotes in mind for my first flight of emotes, which I will order from the designer. But but since I just want to try them out and I want to see how you like them before I really put money into that, I want to go for one emote first. So you have to decide which emote would you rather like to have. Would you like to have a hype? Would you like to have a salute or 07 emoji, which will be a wombat in a military uniform doing a salute? Or would you like to have a POC or with white eyes and open mouth, or like a lol, like laughing wombat emoji? What kind of emoji would you like to have? Since you are my like Battle Bluebird and Delboy, this is mostly going to you, since you are subscribers, and the emotes will be available for subscribers. So yeah. Let's see what this mission was. Was it this one? No, it's this one here. Okay, we need to do 1,500 score died. So yeah, sure, why not? Let's do this one, since we have a big transport ship and we shouldn't have any problems transporting this. But where do I need to get those? Oh no, I need to acquire those myself. That's shit.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
You get an implant, which is nice. Yeah, that is true, but I would need to mine the scordite myself. I thought I would get it and just I need to transport it, but I actually need to mine this. So that's a whole other story. I want to do like distribution missions at the moment. Or buy it. Nah, buying is off the table. It is a tiny amount. It's 1,500. So we could do a little yeah, let's do a little detour here. We will go to Simela, which should be just 2 jumps. We'll get our venture. We'll mine 1,500 scordite, and then we're going back to distribution missions. Civilian miners? No. I have particle bohr and EP Gaussian miners. So currently I'm using the Gaussian miners since they have the best range. Like my venture, let me show you how my venture is fitted. Venture. Here, this is my venture. So we have EP Gaussian miners. We have some shield hardeners and multispectrum shield hardener. And we have a warp core stab. I was thinking you could use civilian miners in the hauler. Ah, yeah, that could also be a possibility. But I think it's faster to get the venture and do it with the venture, because fitting the civilian miner and then going out with the hauler sitting in a belt, I can't even defend myself if rats are there. That's like not really fun. And yeah, this is my new capsule skin, which I was donated from Stoffel. I really like the appearance. It makes my capsule look so much more fancy now. Tank the rats in high sec. Nice skin, yeah? I also really enjoyed this one. Stoffel has been providing me with a lot of skins. Like usually when he sees that I have a ship, which I don't have a skin for yet, then it doesn't take very long, and then I have a contract with a new ship skin in my list. But I'm not complaining. It's cool to have some variations, which I have in the appearances of my ships. And since I'm not accepting any ISK donations or item donations, if you want to donate something, then skins are always appreciated.
Docking permission.
Either if it is a ship which I can't fly or I'm not planning to fly, then I could use the skin for giveaways. Or if it is a skin for a ship I actually fly, then I will of course use the skin. So here's our venture. Let's go and get some Scordite. Haven't you already bought a node, Delboy? Or have you forgot it before? You should have got some skins from the Air Career program. Oh yeah? I haven't had a look at the goals. Like I said, I haven't claimed a single one yet. But I haven't seen any skins so far. I got distracted by steak. But at least that is a nice way to be distracted, right? Okay, I don't see the skins here. Maybe they are inside the reward bundles, but they also contain other items, which I don't want to redeem right now. Okay, so we have some rats here. I need to see for Scordite. So I really need Scordite. I'm not sure if condensed Scordite will be enough. Okay, so there is no Scordite, it seems. So let's warp to another belt. Let's warp to the second belt. Since I only see condensed Scordite here, and I'm not sure if condensed Scordite is counting if it actually says Scordite. I think I actually need to get Scordite and not condensed one. You have to open the reward track to see the graduation rewards. Let me show you. Explorer, for example. Yeah, but I will get like this here, and this contains a lot of different stuff, right? Or will it only, because this would claim the 100,000 skill points, and I really don't want to claim those. It should be somewhere here. Like somewhere here is the graduation reward in the list. Yeah, just skins and SP. Yeah, exactly. And I want to currently not claim any skill points while I'm not at 5 million skill points. Because any skill points with which I have redeemed to my account will count towards the unallocated skill points and will decrease the amount of skills I'm able to train in the queue. So that's why I have I have avoided claiming any of the rewards yet. Okay, what else? They changed it from redeem queue to unallocated. Yeah, that is really a problem from the daily rewards. Because you can't have all your rewards just sitting here forever. They will be auto-redeemed to your account eventually. You can't avoid that, which is pretty shit. But yeah, it is like it is. And like I said, I'm not bothering to send the ISK away, which I got from dailies, to another character. I'm not doing that. Like, that's all part of the stuff I get from the game. And that's fine for me. Scordite. Still haven't found normal Scordite. Let's warp to the next belt and let's see if I can find some Scordite there. Too many people were farming the skill points for their main account. They've been recycling the alts. Ah, so it would be possible to like create a new character and then do all the stuff with the new character, since those were not account bound, and you would be able to redeem the rewards on your main character. Yeah, I guess that's not how the devs have planned this. Where is the normal score died? It can't be so hard to get this. I can only see massive score died and condensed score died. But it needs to be somewhere here. Like, it can't be that rare to have like normal score died. Let's try the next belt. That's crazy. No score died, right? It shouldn't be that difficult to find normal score died. Or did some of you guys come here and stole all the score died from the bells?
Warp drive active.
Okay, Like, I will be warping to all the belts in this system, but if I'm not able to find any score died, then I probably need to look at other systems as well. Only massive, Bellspar, Vicious Pyroxeris. Let's go to this belt here. If there's nothing in this belt, then I will go to another system and I'll check another system to see if the score died is maybe just not in this system. That is also a possibility. It was resource harvesting. Asteroid belts. I'm looking for score died in HiSec. Yeah, Berda should have score died and Malma also should have score died. So, does this one have score died? Massive. No, okay. So, I have been enough. Now let's go to Berda and let's see if we can find some score died in the other systems. There's a pyrite shortage, so score died is being hammered. You get pirate strongholds around there. Not sure how I'm able to see if I get pirate strongholds around me. Is there also a possibility to see this in the agency? Like this one here? Pirate insurgencies? Insurgencies. On the right. Ah, pirate stronghold. Unavailable. Yeah. It means there are no pirate strongholds. So let's go to the first one in Berda and let's see if we can find some score died there. But I'm wondering, shouldn't the other players, if they hammer the score died, be mining the like massive and condensed and vicious score died instead of the normal one? Keep an eye out in lower security HiSec. Okay, so we see condensed Velspar, Pyroxeris. Here is score died. Look, we have a bunch of score died here. So just in the other system, we had no score died. So let's mine 1,500 score died. Ah, they sent strong rats to the asteroid belts. Are you sure you're not missing the score died in your list? Yeah, I am sure, because I was mining score died the other day when I did the career goals. So I definitely know for sure that I have Scordite on my overview. Now I have the problem that I'm not able to tank the damage of the rats here. And I'm inside an asteroid belt, which is shit. Okay, abort the mission. Let's recall the drones. Come on. Align. Why are you not aligning? Yeah. Okay. I need to clear the rats before I am able to get the Scordite. So yeah. I will need to do it like yesterday. Turn off prop mod for quicker align. Yeah. I think I forgot that. That is a nice nice tip here. Thank you. And there should be stations here, right? Are there no stations in the system? Okay, then we will just dock at one player station here and we will repair real quick. Or we don't even need to dock. It's probably enough just to warp there. Ah, that would mask out other types too. So I can't even remove Scordite without removing the other versions of Scordite as well.
Docking request accepted.
No, I don't want to. Don't want to dock. Ah, come on. I didn't want to dock. I just wanted to stay there and have myself be repaired. But let's see how much it takes. Okay, it's free, so it doesn't make a difference. Use a medium shield extender rather than the hardeners. I would use the medium shield extender, but I don't have the blueprint. I would need to get the blueprint from Caldari Space because there is no medium shield extenders anywhere near this systems here, which I'm at.
Warp drive active.
Because, yeah, Amar ships are usually armor tanked, so you don't have a lot of shield extenders. I already have had a look. I had to warp to like Citadel to get the blueprint. I just haven't done it already. Did it also not drop from any of your rats? Sanchas will drop them. Medium shield extender. No, haven't dropped any of those yet. So now I will need to kite the rats while I'm trying to stay alive, like I did it yesterday. And then I can finally start mining. I guess you went to Nullsec for the Venture BPO. Yes, exactly. We just did this in the last stream. So I went to Nullsec and got the Venture BPO. And then brought it back here. Before I was using a Punisher, which I fitted mining lasers on to work on the asteroids. I was lucky finding a wormhole to Nullsec, which was about 20 jumps from the station. I went 26, I think it was, yesterday. Or 22 from here. Like, I am currently 22 jumps away from the station in Nullsec, where those are sold. So, okay, so the kiting is working. We're not getting hit. I just need to wait until my drone finally has cleared the rats. Maybe, Nil by Mouth, you can answer me a question which I haven't been able to answer myself. So yesterday I got this venture, which I have produced myself. If I go into the ship tree and I have a look at the venture in the ship tree. Here. Or venture. It says it has 10 megabits per second bandwidth for drones. So I would be able to use 2 drones at the same time. I have my drones skill to level 5 already. So if I go into drones, you can see I have drones 5. So I am able to use the maximum amount of drones. But in my venture, I somehow only have 5 out of 5 Mbits per second. And I don't know why it is like that. So I can only use 1 drone, even if I have space for 2 drones. It's the warp core stab. Really? Oh, crazy. I didn't know that. Okay. Then I need to definitely get rid of the warp core stab, because this is so annoying. It halves the bandwidth. Look, I've learned something new. Thank you. Thank you so much for that. So from now on, we won't be using the warp core stab, and we will be using a nanofiber again. I just used the warp core stab yesterday because I went to Losec to mine 4,000 kernite, which I needed for the air career goal. And I didn't want to be like surprised by some cloaky guy decloaking next to me. So I went with a warp core stab so I would be able to warp away, even if there was somebody who tries to point me. Okay, so almost all reds are cleared, so we can finally start getting our score died. Just going to loot the wrecks here real quick. Maybe there is something which I don't have yet. You could use a mining laser upgrade. It helps a little bit with the yield. I would use the mining laser upgrade, but I don't have the blueprint for it, and I also don't have the skill book yet. So I would need to skill mining upgrades in order to be able to use a mining laser upgrade. I need to have a look how much the skill book costs. Maybe I'm able to put this in my current period until I hit like the 5 million skill points. We'll see. I'll just have a look at this right now. One is the shortest. We have 16. So let's go to this asteroid, and then we can finally mine some scorodite. So we need mining laser upgrade. Mining laser upgrade. Oh no, it's called mining upgrades. It's 130,000, so it's not that expensive. I could definitely get this one in the school, but it also only takes 45 minutes. Yeah, so maybe I'll just get the mining laser upgrade skill, or the mining upgrades skill. Okay. So we will be... Yeah, but that is not our most important priority right now, since we don't need to mine that often. It will help us later if we do actually mining on a frequent basis, but currently mining is really not worth for us, because we get more minerals by just killing rats and reprocessing the modules. Yeah, how much scorodite? will we have after one cycle? Okay, we already got it, so we don't even need to do a second cycle. Now we will just bring it to Malma, and then we have completed this mission. So unfortunately, it wasn't a distribution mission at all, but it was rather a mining mission. But maybe this contributes to another mission, which I have here in the career goal. Because there are mining missions as well. I saw them here in the industrial pane. So we have mining missions. Not sure if this counts as a mining mission. And you can get minerals you can't get in high-sec belts. That is true as well. Oh, my capacitor was empty. That's why I'm not able to warp.
Warp drive active.
So back to distribution missions. We almost have 200 million ISK again. Big system, yeah. It really is a big system. You're totally right. Okay, so let's dock and complete the mission.
Warp drive active.
But wait. Am I just short? Ah, come on. I should have stayed and just mined another few more units, because this way I would be able to complete the daily. So maybe I'll just fly to one asteroid belt, chuck some Veldspar, and complete this goal.
Docking permission requested.
Since it would be a waste to not complete this if we are currently in the venture. So let's first complete this mission here. And now we're searching for an asteroid belt just to get the daily opportunity completed. Since it rewards us with 10,000 skill points, we can redeem later. Which will, by the way, also be the only way of skill points we get while being an alpha after hitting the 5 million skill points. The only skill points we will be able to get are from the air opportunities and the monthly reward here. So the 75,000. So here's Veldspar. Let's go to this one, since that's the closest one. And I think one cycle should be way more than enough to complete this. By the way, do I have any industry jobs running right now? Oh, my sigil. My sigil is ready in about an hour. Then I have a sigil and a bestower. Okay, half the circle. Just a little bit more. And we're done. Okay, so daily is completed. Let's dock here again at the station and we'll continue in doing the distribution missions. I will just leave the venture here for the moment. We can get it later if we need it. Oh, this is my agent conversation right here. I was wondering what this icon here was about. But that's actually my agent conversation.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
I was quite shocked by the price of the scanner probe BPO, considering how cheap the probes are. 5 million ISK. Yeah, I was shocked at the price of the scanner probe BPO. That's totally true. What I was also shocked is that I wasn't able to get combat probes, because combat probes require stuff which is only being accessible for Omegas, and only normal scanner probes are accessible to alphas if you need to produce them yourself. So that was a big bummer for me, because I wanted to get... I already bought the launcher, so I already have the expanded probe launcher. Yeah. Expanded probe launcher. But combat. Oh no. I also bought the combat probes. So yeah, I wasted 5 million ISK on this here just to find out that I need strontium clathrates to produce this. And strontium clathrates are being generated from ice, and you can only ice mine as an omega, not as an alpha. So it was not planetary interaction, it was actually ice mining. Okay, let's do the next distribution mission. The launcher BPO is only 50k. Oh, 60k. Yeah, the launcher has a very cheap price in comparison to the probes. So the mission here is called Lost That Bet. 1 out of 5. The thing is, I don't know. Look, I lost a bet with this guy, I know, and I was dumb enough to agree to do 5 forfeits to be named later. When I thought I was going to win, now I've got no idea what he's holding over me. On top of that, part of the deal is that I've got to stay put, so I have to find someone who'll follow these freaking bizarre directions. If you're willing to help me out, the station info is in the mission details I have uploaded to your opportunities interface. All you have to do is go pick up the item that doesn't belong there and bring it back to me. Okay, sounds easy enough. So let's undock and get to Parma and bring back the doll. So you would have to loot a hauler rack or something. Why? Because haulers are carrying strontium clathrates? I would need to kill a mining ship, which is mining ice. I think that is what I need to do. Because I could refine the ice myself, but I would need to kill a mining ship which is mining ice, and then I would be able to get these strontium clathrates. If you're lucky. Yeah, of course, if I'm lucky. And usually luck is nothing which I have on my side. Oh, we are almost in Parma. And let's dock.
Warp drive active.
Okay.
Docking permission.
My Minmatar character lived in a system with an ice belt. Miners were regular getting killed. Okay, yeah, then probably this is very easy. I haven't seen any miner doing ice mining so far yet. So let's get this doll and let's bring it back to Malma. And let's see what's next, since this is a 1 out of 5 mission, which means there should be more missions coming.
Warp drive active.
If I would do another start, like really create a new character, start from the very first, I think I would go Minmatar as well. Just because I haven't played Minmatar yet. But I somehow like that they have this rusty looking ships, and also they seem to be very good in PvP and have a high damage even at a very low effort. Like if you compare the damage of a frigate from the Amar, T1 fitted, and a Minmatar frigate, I think the Minmatars has more DPS. I'm not sure about that, but that's something I would think it would have.
Warp drive active.
I found an abandoned augmented ice mining drone, which was absolutely of no use to me. You could use the ice mining drone once you have your first cruiser, right? To use it to do ice mining yourself. Or were you also restricting yourself to alpha? Like, I'm not really restricting myself to alpha. I just say that I won't be going omega myself.
Docking permission requested.
Use a Vexor. It still has mining bonus for its drones.
Docking request accepted.
Okay, so the Vexor is the best cruiser for mining with a cruiser, if you need to do it. Oh, I should have known. He'd pull something like this. That bastard knows. Never mind. There's directions on the damn doll. Give me a minute to figure them out and I'll need your help again. Okay, so let's do the 2 out of 5 then. Also alpha. Okay. So you're also... But are you restricting you to be alpha? Or are you just like me? You say, okay, I'm alpha as long as I somehow get omega. Well, you're not going to like it. He's set a location. I'll upload it for you, and you're supposed to fly out and wait around for a drop. I don't know how long he's gonna make you wait, so be patient. And don't fire on anybody. Dude, I'm in a transport ship. How should I be able to fire on anybody? Okay. I think I'll do one more chance for you. While we are here. So if you haven't entered the giveaway for the swords and crowns and sword skins for the arbitrator, now is your time to type !buy note, and then you can enter the giveaway. Ah, there. G34 coming in with the last purchase. Okay, so I give you 3 more minutes, and then I will draw the winner. The Galante transport ship can fit a single gun and some drones. Why are the Galante ships always so OP? Like, the Galante Corvette has additional drones and more armor repair bonus than any other Corvette. And the transport ships, I also saw in the ship tree that the Galante are the only faction which has like specific haulers for minerals, for planetary interaction stuff, for what else was it? Nerois, Cryos, Epithel. No, it was for minerals and it was for planetary interaction. Just look for a Nerois. Okay, so the Nerois has the turret slot you were talking about. So let me have a look here. Nerois simulate. So I'll put just a 100 millimeter? No. 101? 100 millimeter? What are... Yeah. No, those are steel plates. Turret. Gun. Yeah, coil gun. Let's just put this one here. Yeah, you can definitely put a gun. That's funny, having a gun on a hauler. Minmatar has special holds too. Okay, so just the Amar are on the short end of the stick, it seems. Because we only got this hauler here, which has a bonus for cargo capacity, but nothing else. And then we have the Sigil, which also only has a bonus for what it is, Sigil. Yeah, cargo capacity and inertia. This also has a roll bonus, but not a hauler bonus. That turret slot and drones you can use to mine. Hoarder has gas and ammo holds. Okay, but that's not really useful, to be honest. I'd rather have a mining or mineral hold than a gas or ammo hold. It's about something that happened when I was a kid, alright? I don't want to talk about it. There's another set of directions. I'll see you in a few. I don't want to talk about it. Whenever I close my eyes, I can hear the screams. So yes, more dolls. There are four dolls hidden in a series of Dead Space pockets. How he found an unused chain of acceleration gates, I have no idea. But they are out there. And go to each canister, take a doll, and then use the acceleration gate to get to the next room. There should be 4 rooms and 4 dolls. Okay. I don't know what this is, but we're playing this cats and mouse game. This one is pain. Yeah, we'll see about that. It's the first time I'm doing this mission. Currently, I find it pretty interesting, since it's a little bit different than the usual stuff you get. But maybe after I did this mission, I will be the same like you and say, oh god, this is such a pain, I will never want to do this again. So, how is my sigil looking? 42 minutes. Okay, so we still have plenty more time. If it's only a small load, maybe use a small frigate to get those dolls. How far are each of those dolls away from each other? Because if it's like only 10 kilometers, then I will just use my afterburner. But if it's like 40 kilometers away from each other, then probably a frigate would be definitely the better way to do it. But I think the dolls are not that big. I can have a look here. Yeah, 4 dolls. That means 4 cubic meters. So let's see. Where is my Punisher? Should be in Simela, right? And we're in Burda. So just in the neighboring system. So I go to Simela. And I'll dock there and change ship to a frigate. That is a actually good idea, G34. 4 cubic meters, you can use a shuttle. That is true, but a shuttle has no prop mod. So if there are like multiple kilometers between the different cans, then it won't be that cool with a shuttle to fly between those. So I think the frigate is the natural best thing to do this. A frigate with a micro warp drive. So that's why I'm getting my Punisher. So let's dock here and get the Punisher.
Warp drive active.
And I also saw that we have another storyline mission here somewhere. I don't know why we get another storyline mission just now, because I thought you would need to complete like 13 missions to get one of those. But apparently we are eligible for another story mission. Wondering why that is like that.
Docking permission requested.
But I just realized that I'm getting very tired. So yeah, I think we had enough time. I said 3 more minutes. Now I gave you 5 more minutes. So one last chance for the people that are new. Ah, Spinoza, welcome. You already know the drill. So let's draw the winner. And the winner of the giveaway is Nil by Mouth. Great. Congratulations. You won the Arbitrator Crowns and Sword skin. Please tell me your in-game name. You can also use the !IGN command for that. Been lurking a while. Ah, okay. Yeah, then you know. Okay, thank you. Congratulations for winning this very beautiful skin, which is one of my personal favorite skins so far. Badly timed ads. Oh yeah, really badly timed ads. That is very unfortunate. But now we have a few minutes without. So I will send out the contract. Crowns and swords. Here we have it. And your character. And 1 week. You have 1 week to claim it. And if you don't claim it within 1 week, I will redraw the winner again. So here you go. Have fun with your prize. So I wanted to get a Punisher. Thank you very much. Yeah, you're welcome. So here's my Punisher. Is it fitted? It is fitted with a afterburner, so we could get a micro warp drive instead. I've never had an RB. Yeah, now you have a... now you have to get one. You use this beautiful skin on it. So you got the best opportunity now. I've heard that they call the arbitrator the baby Gila, so there is something about this ship which is similar to the Gila. Maybe it's because it has drones. Don't know. 5 MN afterburner. Let's do the cold gas enduring one. So we have our ship. Let's go and do the mission.
Warp drive active.
I really want to get some more abyssal filaments nil by mouth. I've already had 2 calm electrical abyssal filaments, and I tried those with a coercer, and unfortunately it did explode. So we had we weren't able to make it, but I am looking on getting 3 tranquil electrical filaments because I was sent a fitting for a venture which should be should be able to do T0 electrical, and I would definitely like to do this in a venture. I think that has such a great potential to be very cool and fun content. So yeah. This is one goal I want to do, is to get 3 tranquil electrical filaments and then do the T0 Abyss in a venture. Get 3 T0 electrical filaments. So now we are here at the Lost Bed. So this should be a breeze now. T1 Abyss is tough. Yeah, it was tough. I just thought somehow that I should be able to do it in my destroyer easily. But yeah, I wasn't able to keep up with the damage with my armor repairer. Like my meta version armor repairer wasn't able to repair as much as was needed to repair against the damage of the drones. That sounds hilarious. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to do this. Wait, I can show you the fitting. Venture. Just got it yesterday. Venture, here it is. So this is the electrical filament for doing T0 Abyss in a venture. So this is my fitting I'm going to try out. Abyssals would be interesting. Hardly touched them myself. I did a few abyssals, like a lot of abyssals, not a few, with my old character, which I had before Ilara. No, it seems that this venture does not have active reps. Somehow it seems to survive without. It will be interesting, like I said. My fitting, which I did abyssals with, was this one here. Oh, Ursa. T0. Yeah, this one without the rigs. This was my fitting. I went in with the abyssals. And I have a armor repair rate of 17.6, but apparently this small enduring armor repairer wasn't able to get enough HP per second to be able to heal me up against the rogue drones, which I was against. So yeah, I lost this exact ship. And now we have we have done some improvement, and this here is the new version, which hosts some explosive armor reinforcers and 2 nanopump rigs, and also a multispectrum energized membrane. And this one has 22.8 and also a lot better resistances. So the hopes are high that I would be able to do T1 Abyss with this fitting here. But this is yet to be tested. Punisher would be better. Yeah, Punisher might be better. I don't know for sure. But the problem is that the Frigate Abyss does require you to have 3 filaments. And because I was lucky and got like at least 2 filaments, the only thing I could do was Destroyer Abyss. Like, I was even lucky, I think, to get at least 1 of those, but I got 2. So the only one I could do was the Destroyer Abyss. Because I tried to find a 3rd one, but yeah, my search wasn't that lucky at that time. Okay, where do I need to go now? I am in the 2nd one, and I don't have a acceleration gate here now. So am I locked, or do I need to start from the beginning and go a different path? Because apparently there is no acceleration gate here. Maybe I need to warp out and warp back in and do the acceleration gate again? Or are there multiple acceleration gates? Maybe I'll just try warping out. Which one is the closest? This one here. So I'll warp to this planet and I will warp back. And then we'll see. So I currently have 2 out of 4 dolls. So there should be 2 more dolls to be collectible here. So, lost that bet. Let's warp back to the site and try it again. Hey, Telemachus, is this a mission you're running? This is currently a distribution mission which I'm running for the career goals for the industry. You see here, there are like distribution agents, and I need to do a total of 20 distribution mission agents, missions. But this one here apparently has the dolls here, which I need to get from the containers. And since those are very far away from each other and are blocked by those acceleration gates, I was suggested that it is easier to be done in a frigate. That's why I changed to a frigate. Normally, I'm currently flying the Bestower, which I have crafted or manufactured myself in the last stream. So yeah, that's what we're currently after. So that's not a combat mission, that is a distribution mission. So here we have the same acceleration gate again. Let's use it. And let's hope that we're not stuck again. My Minmatar alt also has 2 of 1 type. Okay.
Warp drive active.
You mean like the nano pumps? Or what do you mean with 2 of 1 type? I don't really get what you're trying to say here. Ah, one type of T1 filament. Okay, so you were talking about the filaments. I see. I've already looted this one, right? It looks like it. Because it's like dark gray, but I'll still check it. No, nothing here. So let's warp again. Maybe I'm just stupid and I have forgot to loot some dolls in one of the previous sites. So if I'm again in the last pocket and there is nothing, yeah, then I just only got the last 2 dolls, it seems. So I will warp again outside and warp back, and then I really want to see if I maybe just forgot to loot two dolls, which I just overlooked while doing this mission. But Telemachus, how was your day so far? Like, what have you done today? So let's warp to the mission site again. Been very hot in the UK here. Did some gardening and not much else. Yeah, same here in Germany. It's also freaking hot today. We had like almost 35 degrees, I believe it was. And we did some work in the garden because we were trying to even out a area in the garden to put a swimming pool for the kids. And so I was shoveling dirt the whole afternoon. And it was a interesting experience. But after a full day of work, this was very exhausting. And yeah, I was pretty tired, and I still am pretty tired after doing this. Yeah, we just forgot to loot 2 of those dolls. Interesting. But now we have them, and then we can complete this mission. So here are the dolls. But we will now go back to Simela and bring it to my bestower, since the next mission will also include the bestower. So there's really no point in flying with the frigate to the mission, completing the mission, and then going back and getting the bestower and then flying back to the mission site. Yeah, I really don't like hot weather. Like, I'm more of a cold preferer. Like, I don't like winter, but the perfect temperature, I think, is like in spring, when everything is like about 12 to 15 degrees. I think that's fine. No, I don't want... No. Don't jump. Don't. I was just talking and said I didn't want to go back to the mission agent, but rather change into my bestower. And then I did the exactly opposite of what I was talking about. So here we are back at our home base. Now let's get the bestower again.
Docking request accepted. Docking permission requested.
Because I definitely want to do 1 or 2 more of those distribution missions. I mean, we won't do that long today, because like I said, I'm pretty tired. But I think there is time for 1 or 2 more of those distribution missions. That should not be a problem. Maybe also my sigil. No, it's still 21 minutes. Then my sigil will be ready.
Warp drive active.
Since you said you were you did some gardening, do you like gardening, Talimekos, or was this just like a duty you had to do, like getting rid of stuff which shouldn't be in your garden? I was just cleaning up some old holly and fixing a fence for my mom. Okay, so it was like duty, but it wasn't duty in form of removing plants and stuff like that, but actually fixing stuff. I see. Garden maintenance, yeah? Garden maintenance. That's a good word, how to put this. Like, I also need to do some lawn mowing in the next days. But it's so hot outside, like I can't stand it. I would prefer, would rather prefer to stay inside the whole day than go outside into the 30 degrees plus weather. I'm running a similar project to you in nullsec, making all my own ships and modules. Oh, very cool. That's very interesting. So what are your rules which you're following? Are you also restricting yourself to stuff like that? Or are you like using Omega stuff and also selling to the player market? I believe you're doing this in NPC nullsec, since I guess you don't have your own station. Because in nullsec there are no NPC stations as far as I know. Only in like the NPC nullsec regions. For example, in Syndicate, which I was living out for a couple of weeks. I'm an Omega account exploring for data and relic site stuff, rating for modules to refine and mining the good ores. I'm in a nullsec alliance. Okay, so this has like a totally different vibe, but it's a cool thing. I really like that when other people are also going for their own challenges and journeys. Okay, so we are at 4 out of 5. He's hidden another one of those blasted dolls at another location, but it's not just anywhere. He's hidden it in this time. He's hidden it this time. He's hidden it this time. It's in the middle of an asteroid field. You'll have to mine through those rocks until you find it. I'm serious. So go and fetch these dolls. Okay. So I need to get my venture and mine now? Are you serious? This is really a very interesting storyline here going on in this mission. Because this involves so much mining and doing other stuff rather than actually doing cargo running from one of to the another station. In the process of inventing my own T2 modules and ships, just need to learn about reactions to make the components for all the industry requirements. This is one field which I haven't touched at all yet, so I don't even know quite what inventions are. I know that somehow you can invent T1 stuff into T2 stuff, but I've never done it, and I also don't know how it is done. But this is one thing I definitely want to try out. Like, if we have Omega, maybe in the far future, we're going to produce some Tech 2 stuff, just to have it done once. So we have the experience how it is. T2 is a nightmare to do. Yeah, it sounds very complicated from the outside. So let's see. When I get my venture. Now I need to mine for the doll. So here I am. So I just start mining, I believe. Velspar. Okay. Then we'll just go mining. I've never mined a doll, but it's what the mission says I should do. But I guess this mission here is the perfect opportunity to have a nice milestone and also end the stream. So we will complete the 5 out of 5, and after that, I'll cut it for today, because like I said, I'm pretty tired. But I will be searching someone to raid in the meantime. Oh no, no, I have to deal with rats again. Come on.
The asteroid is depleted.
Okay, so the asteroid is depleted. Now I need to find a new one. Let's go to this Velspar here. Those do so much damage to me. I really need to fly away from them and let my drone do the work, which is currently sitting idle, which is very unfortunate. Take a T2 BPO, like a Venture frigate, research it to max, make some copies, and then invent the BPC. Using the datasite modules, the disks. Once you have the T2 BPC, you need to have multiple components like reaction components, PI components, and a bunch of minerals. Ah, okay. Turn off your your MWD, and turn on your shield hardeners. Yeah, but I think that is like, there is no point. I could do that, and I will definitely do this. I'll just get my drone, and then I fly away. Yesterday I tried not using my MWD, and using my shield hardeners, but they were still easily able to bring me down. Like, there was no way I was able to kill those pirates. So we will dock here at this station real quick.
Drive active.
And we're going to repair. I did not see that coming. I thought that when the mission says, hey, you need to mine to find the dolls, that there would no rats be spawning. Afterburner is better than MWD on Venture. Swap to an afterburner and add a small shield extender. Let's look if I have a small shield extender. I also don't have a small shield extender. So we need to go without a small shield extender, unfortunately. And it also doesn't seem I have a afterburner right at me. So unfortunately, I don't have an afterburner here. So I would need to fly back to my home base to get the afterburner. But I just want to mine the doll and then basically warp away. But for the next time, I will remember. So let's first get my drone out. Let's go to the Blood Diviner. Let's pulse my MWD. So I have my drone. Here you go. And now I go away. And I use my hardeners. You can get 2 drones in the Venture. Double the damage. Yeah, you're right. I totally forgot that I needed to drop my warp core stab. I forgot about that. Because I was wondering why I wasn't able to use 2 drones. But it was because I was using a warp core stabilizer down here. And I was told that this halves my bandwidth. So I will need to get a second drone, and I also need to get the warp core step thrown out. If you warp to a player-owned structure, you get free repairs once tethered. Yeah, I know that. Thank you for that. I think there's about 1 unit of ore in each of the asteroids. I just hope that my drone is able to kill those frigates here very soon. So I am able to get rid of those. I will also use the micro warp drive real quick to get away. Because even if I'm out of range, they're still able to hit me, unfortunately. Swap the warp core step for a mining laser upgrade, and the Venture has warp core strength, so I think it's not needed. Yeah, it was from yesterday when I went to Losec. I wanted to be like sure that nobody was able to jump on me, so that's why I took the warp core step. And I can't use the mining laser upgrade yet, because I don't have the skill book. Come on, little drone. Can't you please at least kill this one? Yes, okay. Now we can get my drone back. Align. And warp.
Warp drive active.
Okay. 2 are missing. So, how far is Semela from here? it's 4 jumps. Or 3 jumps. Then I will go to Simela. I will change the fitting of my venture to use 2 drones instead of 1. And I will get rid of the warp core stab here and put another thing there. Maybe a damage control, maybe a nanofiber, we'll see. Rigs would be nice. What rigs would you suggest? Because shield rigs are not possible because I don't have the blueprints for that.
Warp drive active.
Damage control probably best. Okay, yeah. Then I will stick a damage control here. You have armor rigs. I don't have armor rigs, but I have armor rigs blueprints, yes. So I have nano pumps, for example. But only the medium auxiliary. I don't have the small. Let me see if I have small. I currently have a small capacitor control circuit, small emission sharpener, and what else? No. These are all small blueprints I have at the moment. I would have suggested shield rigs, but I'm not sure if it isn't an option. Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, shield rigs are only being sold in Caldari space, it seems. At least I haven't found any near close by, and the closest ones showed up in Citadel for me. It might be possible that they're also in Galente space, but they're definitely not here. Look here, if I get a field extender blueprint. Oh, they're actually not that far away. There are 5 jumps. So this one is not that far away. So let's see. Ward consoles. How much ward consoles do I have? Ward console. Oh, this is the issue. I could get the blueprint, but I don't have the salvage. So I don't have a single ward console. So I can't produce the rigs. Because the ward consoles only drop from, I believe it is Goristas. Yeah, and since I haven't shot any Goristas yet, I don't have any ward consoles. So we have to stick to my fitting. Yeah, sure, Telemachos, you're totally right. You can get them from rogue drones, but that's like you have to be lucky. Like, there's no definite return. You just maybe get one because they can drop all of those. Yes, you can, but maybe not in a Mars space. But don't they only drop from Caldaris? I think they only drop from Caldaris, like from Goristas, and from rogue drones. So here we are back in Simela. First, let's repair our venture. And next, we are going to change out the warp core stabilizer. And also what's inside our hangar here. We don't really need this. And we rather get a damage control. So let's get this one here. We also have an even stronger one, I believe. Yeah, we have the IFA compact version. And now we have 2 drones possible. So let's get another acolyte. Acolyte, acolyte. Where are all my acolytes? Okay, they're not here. Have I used up all my acolytes? Wouldn't angels drop them too? Minmatar are shield tanks. Like I said, I don't know that for sure, but I have this site here which says that word consoles only drop from Guristas, so that's why I'm referring to that. I spent ages in Minmatar space trying to get word consoles, gave up and jumped through a high-sec wormhole to Kaldari space. Yeah, so that's what I believe, that word consoles are only dropped by Guristas. Okay, so since we don't have any acolytes, it seems we will just get a hobgoblin instead. So we have one hobgoblin and one acolyte. And now let's go back and take care of those rats. I was throwing drone sites in Minmatar space, maybe just really unlucky. Okay, handy site, but not secure, so risky for viruses. Not really. The only thing which you have when it's not safe, when you have like not secure, is that the connection between you and the website provider is not encrypted. So you basically shouldn't be entering any sensitive data on this on these websites, but if you're only visiting but not entering any of your data anywhere, there is no risk at all. Like having HTTPS enabled does not say that there isn't the possibility for a virus on the website. May I post a link? Yeah, wait a second. Let me disable the link protection for stream elements. Then you can post a link. Because otherwise, I think stream elements is timing you out. Okay, link protection is disabled. You may now post a link. Yeah, this is the other side, which is basically the same table. Like the eFeodiversity. But this also shows that word consoles are only dropped in Kaldari space. A more complete version of your site. Really, are there more? I think those are the same, right? You have the Tech 1 table, and then you have the Tech 2 table below. And on the other side, you also have the Tech 1 table and the Tech 2 table below. The only thing that this site here also contains is like a lot of informations about the different wreck types and salvagers and stuff like that. But regarding the tables, I think those are the same. Scroll down and the T2 table is better. Okay, so maybe that's the case. I haven't had a look at that part specifically. But yeah, if you say that the T2 table is better, since you have already done T2 production, then I'll trust you. I think they should specify security status too. I believe armor plates don't drop in high sec. Could be. Not sure. At least I haven't specifically searched for armor plates yet. So now I will drop my drones. So one here.
The asteroid is depleted.
And one here as well. I wanted to change the micro warp drive for an afterburner. This was the one thing which I did forget. Dang it. Think they do, but you have to salvage battleships for them, especially Serpentis and the other armor tank factions. But aren't battleships only in like nullsec and deep lowsec? I haven't seen a battleship in highsec yet.
The asteroid is depleted.
Okay.
Asteroid is depleted.
I wonder if I need to mine every single asteroid here, or if this completes before that. Levels 4 security missions. Yeah, that is right. Delboy is always suggesting me to salvage his level 4 security missions. I've got a ton of salvage from Serpentis highsec ratting, not one armor plate. Yeah. Oh, I should use my hardeners. Level 4 security missions did loads for Fat Navy and got the armor plates from there, but not many. My challenge didn't include mission running, so lowsec is the only place to find battleships. And it's alpha only. Yeah. I mean, it's everyone has their own restriction. I personally, I know that building a Cinnable also was saying like no activities in highsec, but I personally stayed away from this rule because I just think that you're just taking too much content away from you. So that's why I have a little bit different rule set for my playthrough. I wanted to have as less restrictions as possible, so I have as much freedom as possible while still staying true to the Ironman playstyle. But there is one person in which I know of. He did a challenge which involves not using stations at all. Like he has to put all his belongings in containers out in space. He's not able to use any player station or NPC station to put stuff inside, which is pretty crazy. I had plenty of fun dodging pirates in lowsec. Yeah, I also have fun dodging pirates in lowsec. Like I'm 90% of the time I'm in lowsec, but I would never do my base in lowsec because risking to lose my hard-earned blueprints by warping from like station to station for some people that just decide to stay outside and kill me. I preferred highsec for that. And also, there is no station in low-sec which has all the services I need. Like, I wanted to have a system which has both a research station, a factory, a clone bay, and what is the third one? I believe it's a market, or no, it's a maybe it's faction market. Like on Dotland, there are like 4 triangles for pointing out what kind of services the different systems have. And I wanted a system which has all of the services in one. Loyalty point store. Yeah, okay. So I was right. So that's why I choose Simela, because in Simela I have every single service I need. And I still have low-sec 1 jump or 2 jumps away. That's why I'm usually all the time in low-sec. But I do find this mission now pretty boring, to be honest. Does Simela have any structures like Athanors and Sotios? No, there are only NPC stations in Simela. And I'm only using NPC stations so far. Short cycle lasers, quicker. You mean like this?
The asteroid is depleted.
Oh! I haven't thought about that. Thank you, Battle Bluebird. Maybe you also said this earlier, but I just didn't saw it. But yeah, this is definitely way faster.
The asteroid is depleted.
I lived in a player-owned structure for a while, and it was destroyed. I had to wait for asset safety to get my stuff. Yeah, I don't live out of player-owned stations. I completely stay away from them. I just use them for, like, repair myself, dock there, stuff like that. But I'm not really using them for, like, actually living out of them.
Is depleted. The capacitor is empty. The asteroid is depleted.
Roids have virtually no ore in them. What are roids? Like the asteroids? Is that a short term for asteroids?
The asteroid is depleted. The asteroid is
Yes, asteroids. Okay. Was wondering if that is like a special kind of asteroid. Okay, so here we are. 1 and 2. This is so much faster. Thank you for pointing this out.
The asteroid is depleted.
And this one.
The asteroid.
And now we have the doll, finally. Okay. So on to the final mission.
Warp drive active.
Fortunately, it's just in a neighboring system, so that will be a very short way we need to do here. And dock.
Warp drive active.
All right, I totally forgot to put drops in the stream title. I totally forgot that people are able to earn drops at the moment. Ah, dang it. Next time.
Docking permission requested.
In my Galente challenge, I kept getting escalations and decided to do one in my Atron. Took me 2 hours to complete. Yeah. Like, I mean, it is doable in a frigate. I've also seen building a Cinnable doing the epic arc in the Galente, in the Goristas epic arc with a frigate. But it's definitely not recommended. Yes, the show. It's the real reason for all this. You see, at first I thought he was being vindictive by constantly reminding me of that terrible night. But now I see he's the only one that understood the significance of that night. He was trying to show me. It's all been an act, you see? And it wasn't the dolls. They're just an audience. We are the performers. And this stories, like all the good comedies, ends with a death. Find Anil Bell. He's the one who began this tale. And his role, bring his meat costume. I want to wear it. Holy shit. That is dark. Wasn't expecting such an ending. Let's try this one with the Venture, since I don't have any combat ship.
Warp drive active.
Holy shit, I didn't thought about that this story would get this dark at the end. So here is Anil Bell. Look, I can't even get close. So here are my drones. Now let's get rid of
To
him.
give the command to a drone requires you to have an active target.
And now I'll just orbit him. But I think we're definitely able to kill him with a Venture. Come on. And it's done. So, and now we need to retrieve his corpse. As odd and sadistic this sounds. Anyone done the SOE epic arc in Adventure? No. But I did do the epic arc in my playthrough
Warp
here.
drive active.
I think it was around episode 30, something like that. I did the epic arc, if I remember it correctly. And I did it in a Coercer? Yeah, I believe I did it in the Coercer.
Docking permission requested.
I know you
Docking
can't do
requested.
part of it. Not enough cargo capacity. Ah, okay. So we are not able to complete the epic arc completely in Adventure. Okay, I see. So let's complete the mission. Anil Bell, what are you? You didn't talk to me when I was... Oh god, what did I do? Oh dear. Oh dear. I have to think of what to do now. Ooh, they're here. Here's your payment. You don't know anything about what happened here, right? Neither of us knowing anything. It's happening all over again. Okay. This guy seems to be very twisted and confused. So let's stop it here. And I think let's go and raid Yeah, since you have the possibilities of keeping your drops, I will raid Lord Tortur today. So let's start it. So thank you so much for participating today. And I hope you have enjoyed the time we have spent together. And yeah, I really hope to see you next time. And I wish you a good night and goodbye.